All right, let's get this show started.
Let's start today's news with Michael Page not being interested in a fight with Stephen Thompson. MVP had a triumphant UFC debut on Saturday at UFC 299, securing a victory over Kevin Holland by way of unanimous decision. After the fight, many suggested Stephen Thompson as MVP's next potential opponent. Despite the suggestions, the former Bellator champ said that it would likely not be the best matchup stylistically, and that he likes Wonderboy too much to be interested in fighting him.
Stephen Wonderboy Thompson's a name that I think a lot of people would love to see just from a stylistic standpoint. Is that something that you've thought about in the past?
You know what's interesting, and I always tell this, a positive and a positive doesn't always make a positive. Because we are such similar styled fighters, it could potentially be a boring fight because we are going to be faking, we're going to know so much, we're going to be reading so much between each other that only really elite athletes are going to look at and be like, oh, okay, I see what just happened, but nothing much is happening. So I don't actually think it's going to be a great fight, and I love that guy too much to want to kick him. So I don't know, but like I said, the future, we're all prize fighters. Whatever happens, happens. But for right now, that's not really a focus.
Fans slammed Nate Diaz over recent call-out. Late Monday, Diaz took to X, issuing another call-out. This time, he went after top heavyweight boxers, tweeting, "Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, I'll whoop all your asses, just so you know." Fans in the comments were quick to blast Diaz for the call-out. Chris said, "Love you, Nate, but you lost to Jake Paul." Nate, when he realizes they all 6'6" with one-punch knockout power. Stop embarrassing yourself, you're a grown man. Let's be real, we'll lose to all, but a nice paycheck. You couldn't even beat Jake Paul, homie. Never thought I'd say these words. I'm tired of Nate Diaz. Ryan Garcia reacts to Sean O'Malley's UFC 299 victory. O'Malley and Garcia have been going back and forth about a potential fight over the past couple months. Now, after O'Malley's dominant win over Chito Vera at UFC 299, Garcia was asked whether he still thinks he could beat O'Malley in mixed martial arts. Here's what he said.
Who would you like to fight next?
First thing that comes to mind is Teofimo. Second thing is me fighting Sean O'Malley in MMA. I would beat him. I'm gonna keep it simple. I would beat him.
What did you think of his performance last night against
Chito? He did all right. You know, I mean, it was nice. It was good work. You know, fighting a let's say aggressor. But let's see what Sean O'Malley could do coming forward. We never see him do that. It's very unfair for MMA fighters to come to boxing, as we've proven it over and over again. But for me, I think because of my determination and my natural ability to catch on to things, and people don't know I've been wrestling for a long time, for years now, and I'm doing really well. So if I put my mind to it, I'm talking about, look at 3 months of rigorous training, I can't even say that word, but you know what I'm trying to mean. And if I dedicate myself nonstop to MMA, I think I could pull it off. Now, look at, people call that crazy. They called Deion Sanders crazy when he went from basketball to baseball. Oh no, it was football to baseball. So maybe I could do it.
Alexander Volkanovski reacts to Sean O'Malley's call-out of Ilia Topuria. After successfully defending his bantamweight title for the first time in the main event of UFC 299 on Saturday, O'Malley issued a challenge to featherweight title holder Ilia Topuria. Now, in a video posted on his YouTube channel, Alex Volkanovski congratulated O'Malley for retaining his UFC belt and outlined the conditions for the potential matchup.
And then in the main event, I did pick a TKO victory for Sean O'Malley. As the fight was going on, I'm like, mate, he ain't going to finish this guy. Chito's too tough. Chito's obviously a solid dude, a good guy, so always rooting for Chito, but I did pick Sean to win that. So I got all 5 right. Great performance from Sean O'Malley. You know, I picked him to be able to do that. I said that his striking is very, very crisp and probably underrated. Even though people know his striking is good, I still think it's underrated. I think it's that good. He called that Ilia. Look, unless you fight Ilia anytime soon, if you can do a turnaround anytime soon, I guess you can have it. Because again, I'm having a little rest, but I'm fighting him later in the year or whenever that is. So I know I'm fighting for the title next. So if you are going to try and squeeze that in, it better be soon because I'm next. So there you go. There's your little window if you want it. Sean, congratulations on your victory, mate. Impressive.
Chito Vera issues a statement following UFC 299's loss. Late Sunday, Vera took to social media releasing a statement on his decision loss to Sean O'Malley, writing, I'm not going to lie, I'm sorry for not having achieved the goal, but the support and love of the country was something historic. They don't know the motivation and desire I have to continue and climb again. Thank you, Ecuador. You made yourselves felt, and I will not stop. Aljamain Sterling discredits Sean O'Malley's UFC 299 win. In a recent video posted to his YouTube channel, the former bantamweight champ said the UFC moved Chito Vera to the top 5 to make him look like a good win for O'Malley. Aljo also said O'Malley's call out of Ilia Topuria was ridiculous and that he should fight Merab next.
Again, and you could call me salty about it, you could call me a hater, but I stick up for my boys and I hope you guys do too. But he should have called out Merab and did the right thing. I think it's kind of ridiculous for him to say, Dana, get the jet to Spain. Like, what are you talking about, dude? You defended the belt against a guy who wasn't even ranked in the top 5. They moved him up to the top 5 to make it look like it was better, like he fought a top 5 opponent. How did Chito move up in the ranking? Who did he beat to move up in the ranking? He just barely beat Pedro Munoz. And I feel like there's been another title fight, and I don't want to say names. There's been another title fight where a guy wanted to avenge his loss, and the guy was ranked like in the top 15, and he won. But it's just one of those things where, yeah, you won, but it'd be nice to fight the guy who's next in line. So that's the only thing that I feel a little bit awkward about, because I'm like, yeah, you won, but you won against a guy that we were all expecting you to beat. So as a champion, it's hard for me to put a lot of stock in that, because I just can't respect it as much. I do respect you win. Yeah, you go in there with anybody. It takes balls.
Islam Makhachev accepts Dustin Poirier's call out. After UFC 299, Makhachev took to X congratulating Poirier on his impressive victory, writing, "Very impressive, Dustin." Poirier then wrote Islam in June, to which Islam responded with a handshake emoji, followed up with, "Want to fight, brother? No more wait." Islam's manager, Ali Abdelaziz, also offered Poirier a title shot, writing, "Dustin Poirier took a huge risk tonight and came out on top and looked amazing. Dustin vs. Makhachev in June, especially since everyone else has fights. If the UFC is good with this, then Islam would be game." What do you think of Poirier vs. Makhachev? Are you interested in seeing this fight? Share your thoughts in the comments section. Time for today's top memes. Third place was found over on Facebook and was posted by Robert. The second place meme was found over on X and was posted by Dustin Poirier. And the top picked meme was found over on Reddit and was posted by Monrick. Thanks for watching. If you like the content, smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe to stay in the talk.